Welcome to another episode of the Quiver Podcast. And we would like to congratulate the DLSU Lady Spikers. 5 wins this season and no losses. And of
Yep.
course, aside from the Lady Spikers, we'll also congratulate the DLSU Green Spikers finally getting that
Yes.
much
RG.
deserved first win. Yeah, in
Yep.
4 sets against the UE Red Warriors. So that's the main topic of this episode, although that's not the only thing we'll talk about because pag-usapan din namin ni Vic. So I'm Brian, joined by Vic. Pag-usapan din namin yung upcoming matchup with Adamson on the horizon this Wednesday. Mabigat tong upcoming week natin against the Navy Blues. Adamson and then
And then you
NU. But of course, before NU, there is Adamson and tamang problema sila.
can't overlook.
Yeah, before all of that, of course, let's talk first about the UE game. Bumalik sa Shavana Lapot sa court. Actually, bumalik din yung kaibigan natin sa podcast, si Patrice Davao on the sidelines. It was nice seeing
Yeah.
Patrice there. Busy yata si Sophie eh. So, that's good that Patrice. Hindi siya nangalawang eh. Hindi siya nangalawang ng coverage eh.
Good
Parang
thing. Good thing.
it's natural for her to do that. So, speaking of hindi nangalawang, Shavana Lapot, I think, syempre, we'd expect that yung form niya will not be the same as before she missed. Pero nandun pa din yung sharpness niya. As in, she can perform. And she did say after the post-game na parang, the confidence of the girls that they gained nung nawala siya is there. And now she's also back. So parang, LaSalle appears to be really scary. What did you make of this matchup against UAE, Vic, na expected naman ng maraming tao that LaSalle will win? Of course, you have to play the game.
Still, yun nga, during our pre-prod, sinabi ko na rin to. The story of the season so far is yung balance attack, balance scoring. That's a problem really. I mean, that's a problem to our opponents kasi when they think they checked someone, laging may ready to step up eh. It's no walang pinagbago on this win over UE. Yun pa rin yung that's the system that we're playing this season and it's working so far. 5 wins and no losses. Credit to everybody because most will credit Shana Nunag for this kasi with her setting but I think it's just proper to give credit to everyone else kasi kahit anong it's always a combination of a good set and a good finish eh. Kumbaga ano pa rin yan eh, didiskartehan pa rin naman ng hitters yan or ng middle blockers yan pag nasa taas na yung bola eh. So it's and yung floor lahat from the floor, I mean from the good dig, good receive, good pass, good set, lahat yan. So lahat pinapagtrabahuan. So credit to everybody so far for the balance scoring. Kasi yun nga, we can't be a one person wrecking crew. Hindi lang din pwedeng dalawa with Chev and Angel yung aasahan natin. So again, same story in this game. It's not the cleanest of the 3 sets, but then dominant din talaga because kahit sinong puntahan, even tawag ito si Micol Reyes got a chance to play also in the match and walang pagbabago ng quality natin and it showed on those 3 straight sets win.
Yeah, actually, just scanning through the stats, lahat ng pinasok na hindi libero score eh. Kahit si
Oh,
Vitas Maringal, si
pati si
Mikey
Rodriguez.
Santos, di ba? Pati si
Oo, pati si
McCoy.
Rodriguez. Hindi siya libero
Oo.
yata kahapon eh.
Oo,
I
hindi
think he
siya
got the
libero.
boot pero hindi siya libero eh.
Siya lang pala ang hindi nakascore nasanay lang ako na libero siya eh. Pero yeah, the rest got their points. And medyo balance nga eh. And Shavana returning, how big of a boost that she came back in this UE game. We heard before from our circles na it could have been Adamson, but obviously we're glad that she was back in the UE game. Kasi di ba mabibigat na kalaban to Adamson and we'll talk about a bit more of that later.
That later.
So how good was it that Shavana got to shake off some rust? Kasi meron pa din naman konti, although hindi halata. I mean, it's good to see her back in action as early as they could have gotten her. Kasi mahirap, let's say, coming back into a high-pressure game after a layoff. And so, I think I would say that that's good. And hindi naman din niya kinailangan na umiscore ng mabigat. Kasi 'di ba, maraming gano'n eh, maraming teams na parang pagbalik mo, "Oh, ikaw na bahala sa 15-20 natin, ah." So again, maybe that's also a testament to how um Shannon Lunag is really familiar with their teammates. Just to touch a bit on UE, yeah, they struggled to start the game, only scoring 15 points. And they grew into the game a bit eh. Parang medyo dumidikit sila to finish. I think it's just the quality of the finishers that we've seen from from UE. Aside from Kaisa Pada, she couldn't get enough help. I guess my
Yep.
question here in Just Vic is that if you are UP, who impressed you in the CB team na pwede mong tawagan after the game?
Alin?
Samahan niyo na si Cassie, samahan niyo na si si Crazy, saka si Jel.
Ah. Lipat din mo na, lipat din.
Oo,
Wakan.
malay natin, di ba? It's a familiar route these days. Ano lang daw, isang LRT lang yan, at saka isang jeep.
Oo, tama, tama.
No, but kidding aside, I mean, aside from Kai Sapada, I think it was a Mudio who we heard as well, and I mean, scoring a lot of the points. But apart from that, yun nga, I think the quality between the two sides, the golf in quality really showed. And
Wala eh.
I
Oo eh.
mean,
Sobrang angat lang din talaga. I mean, yun nga, wala eh. Quality-wise, angat talaga tayo eh. Yun lang. Yung quality of the two sides is really evident. Even if kumbaga I felt UE pushed themselves really hard yesterday, kaya lang wala talaga, kumbaga their best effort is really quite far from what we can do if kalaban tayo. Maybe on other teams they would have pushed the other team or their opponent to the limit, but against us I think it's a really different story. No matter how they push themselves ahead, talagang wala lang, we will just simply overpower them.
yeah, good luck sa UE when they play their next game, I believe, against their fellow 06 team Ateneo. Yeah, I think many Lasal fans probably
Oh,
would want to
yes.
see
Let's go,
UE
UE.
take their
Let's
first win.
go. Let's go.
That's gonna be on Saturday, but that's not really what we are looking forward to next. But before we go to Adamson, syempre banggitin na din natin Green Spikers finally winning in 4 sets. I got to scan this game because I was busy preparing for a run, and nakita ko UE leading the way most of the time in those sets against LaSalle first set especially. Pero LaSalle has this dog in them. Siguro yun na eh, may onus na. Alam mo yun, when you are a team that comes into a game without a win yet, and parang if you lose this, you'll find yourself in even more trouble. And hindi naman malayo yung quality ng men's team natin with the other men's teams. It's just siguro execution or a lot of things that we mahirap masabi, di ba, at this point. Especially with the number of departures and arrivals.
Yep.
Maraming transitionary period to as Vic and I established for the Green Spikers in a previous episode. So for me, the likes of Mendoza, Ventura stepping up really helped Lasal. And si yung
Hernandez
center na din.
also, tsaka si
Oh,
Isa.
Hernandez was the best player, si Chris Hernandez, yeah.
Yeah,
But si
si Hernandez and si Isa.
Bangit was our main setter for this game. Kasi parang yun eh, malaki yung gap na if-fill pagka wala ni Adahar. So I think Coach Joe is still figuring out who should be the main
Yeah.
shot caller and presented itself to Bangit.
Bangit and Regidor, sila yung dalawang
Uh,
pinagpapalit-palit na setters ni Coach Jose.
so Bangit, at least for this game against UE, um, played well, yun nga, finding his teammates, and nakikita ko whenever they win a set, nandun yung confidence. Eh. So, malaking bagay yan for me, especially they're facing a team that also just has one win coming into Wednesday, Adamson. If LaSalle wins that, they'll have 2 wins, and maybe they'll not be that far behind from a Final Four spot heading into the middle of the season, which we know, di ba, anything could happen there. I think maganda lang din na siguro for UE, baka they just relied on one player, which was si
Si
Asador. I think,
Aceron.
yeah, the monster, Aceron, yeah, 31.
Yeah.
31 big points. So parang suki tayo sa mga ganyang kalaban, ano? Parang FEU, UST lang yung, at saka NU yung tipong mahirap magkaroon ganyang stats. Sa Lasal, we expected siguro the likes of Isa or Hernandez or Ventura or Mendoza to deliver that from time to time. Kasi di ba si Campton, medyo na-miss natin Campton maglinaw 1-2 punch din eh. I guess yun nga, it's still finding their feet. So for me, them beating UE, that's a step in the right direction. Tingin ko naman na after 5 games, they deserve at least a win. And who knows,
Yep, oo
on
naman.
Wednesday, they might get their second. But of course, it won't be easy. Adamson, even if their record is sloppy. Siyempre, ganun din eh. They're coming from the same perspective ng Lasal. We need a win now for us not to be behind the likes of UP and Ateneo, who are you're probably racing for that final four spot.
I think to add lang, Bri, I think ang ano ko dun sa match kahapon ng men's was after two close wins, set 1, set 2. Medyo what I like about the team was the bounce back ability ng fourth set kasi I would on a normal observer after close win set 1 sets 2 and then you lose big set 3, may chances na pwede ka mag-fold eh. Kasi close scores lang yung panalo mo ng first two sets and then you lost big in the third set. Pwede ka mag-fold but eventually the team, tong men's volleyball team natin showed that they just wanted to barge into the win column already. So it's a good attitude, character win also to win big on the fourth set rather than folding. Pinakita nila na they can close the match and get their first win of the season.
Yeah, definitely. And we spoke about the Adamson game. So now we'll preview the Adamson game, particularly the women's. Because this is a
Yeah.
tantalizing matchup. Of course, LaSalle ahead on the table, still undefeated, but like what we said, there may be 6 teams here that are so competitive that
Yep.
on a given day, you never know what the result would look like. Actually, even at Ateneo and UE, if you're caught out on a bad day, who knows? They
Oo.
have the ability
Oo.
to punish
Oo
you.
naman.
But
Oo naman. Oo naman.
let's just say na the table doesn't lie and maybe the 6 teams here really have this parang sa F1 yan eh. Parang lahat kayo magkakatikit lang and then it's just a matter of whoever gets to break away. And LaSalle has this golden chance to break away from the pack. If they win their next 2 games, the first, of course, is a challenging one against Adamson, finding their form. They lost their previous game prior to UST to FU, but they bounced back by having that
Strong.
convincing
Bounce back
3-0
strong.
win. Grabe talaga. I'll just detail this a bit kasi napanood ko din to kahapon after our game. The first 2 sets, they were closely contested and that went
Oh,
to Adamson's
I think
way.
yung first set nag-break lang napanood ko
Ah,
pa
ah.
yung first set bago ako umalis kahapon ulit.
Mhm.
Nag-ano lang talaga close and then Adamson found themselves with their parang last set momentum na I think parang 24-22 parang ganon yata or 23-21 something like that and then bulusok sila to get that 27 tama na 27-25
Yeah,
yung first set.
27-25, yes. And then the second set was also actually similar, pero hindi na end in extra
25-23 ba?
sets.
Tama ba?
25-22 laman. Pero UST was leading in both technical timeouts, if I'm not mistaken, kasi not too far behind. So parang they were leaving the door open for Adamson. And yun nga eh, this is why Adamson, I believe, is quite dangerous because he cannot afford to leave the door open. This kind of team na Nidura, we all know about her capabilities. Nahasa pa siya ng national team. Mordi has emerged as the second option. And then they look like they have a strong setter in Sagaysay who's been, I know, ito, tatanong ko ng Avik eh. How exciting is it for you to see an upcoming setter in our side, si Ashana, and then also an upcoming but more established
Yes, ano
setter
yun.
in
Second
Adamson,
year
si
lang ni Phil,
Sagaysay.
kung di ako nagkakamali. Second
Yes,
year lang
yes,
niya for
second year pa
Adamson.
lang
So,
niya.
both up and coming to sila. The two future stars that would probably shine in the UAP for the next seasons to come tong si Eshana tsaka si Faye Sagaysay. Actually, bre, meron akong 5 notes dito for
Yes,
our
let's
Adamson
go.
game on Wednesday. So first is So, syempre, watch out for Nitura and Mordi. So, we cannot just say na... Kasi, if we observe the match yesterday, si Mordi, ganda ng laro ni Mordi. Ang taas din ng efficiency ni Mordi. So, we cannot really take her for granted. We cannot really assume na si Shaina lang yung dapat bantayan dito. So, both Shaina and Mordi will be the primary focal point of our defense. And then point number two, dudugtong ko na rin dyan, who's the next one for Adamson? I think that's for Adamson to answer. Kasi if we were able to play, if we were able to clamp down on those two, I think Adamson will have a hard time winning. So yan yung ano dyan. So who's the next person for Adamson to step up? I think that's the point number two na. No? So sino yung pwedeng, would it be Aseo or Tudao or kung sino man pa no for Adamson. Next is service pressure din ng Adamson is also something to watch out for. I think they had 10 aces against 2 aces kahapon in the, and I think out of those 10, I think 5 yata nanggaling kay Sagaysay. So Faye Sagaysay is one hell of a setter. She can set, she can also score from those service aces. So yun, something to look out for. If we're not able to convert on those first balls, yun, medyo mapapalaban tayo against Adamson on Wednesday. And then yun nga, fourth is Sagaysay. So sa Faye Sagaysay should be, yung kanyang quality should not be also taken for granted. As well as we have Shana Nunag. So yun nga, binabanggit ko before, parang on Wednesday, I think that's the storyline of the match. It will be the battle of those two up and coming setters. I'm expecting a very, very, very good match on Wednesday kasi parehas high quality yung setter. So tignan natin paano sila mag-uutakan sa isa't isa. And I think the last one for Adamson for the fifth point is that ability to snowball sets. Parang as in connection to what you're saying kanina, Bri, we can't give much room to this Adamson team. Hindi mo pwede pa pormahin to eh. Kasi once na pinaporma mo tong Adamson, ang hirap pigilin yung kanilang momentum. So that's what we've seen from them so far this season. I think they're now 3-2. Tama ba? 3-2 na sila, no? Tama ba?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, losses came from NU and FEU.
Yun. So hindi
I'm not.
sila, yun nga, hindi mo sila pwedeng bigyan ng buwelo. So if you can, it's harsh, but if we beat them in 3 straight sets, mas maganda kasi we cannot really give them enough confidence na they will hang around and stay kasi character nila is if you let them hang around, mas tumataas yung kanilang confidence and eventually you'll never know, talo ka na.
Yeah, that's how our friends from Espana found out yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not slamming the door, at least in one of those
Yep.
sets, proved costly.
Yep.
And the third set was just really something phenomenal.
Pati ano,
I
Bri,
think
ako to be
everyone
honest,
discussed it.
after losing those two close sets, ang pakiramdam ko talaga ng third set, ano sila eh, they'd be demoralized. Ako yun ang tingin ko. And that's what really happened. So hindi na ako nagtaka na 25-12 yung third set kasi sabi ko, it's emotionally draining. Especially yung two sets na yun, close sets na talo ka and then you were leading on those sets. Parang ano siya eh, mirror image eh, na two sets lamang ka, hinahabol ka, then talo ka sa dulo, di ba? Parang it's just emotionally draining and too much to overcome for UST. That's why when I learned the score na 25-12, hindi sabi ko it's not surprising kasi hirap na niyan talaga kasi pinaporma mo na si Adamson and then it's too much emotional thing for you to recover pagka ganun.
Sabi nga nila sa, ano yan yung Tagalog na kasabihan? Parang USD ang nagsayang pero Adamson yung kumain.
Yes, ang kumain. Yep,
Twice,
got it.
and yun nga, it was just too much to handle for USD. And Lasal, of course. Ako, tinitingnan ko yung depth, and you mentioned may mga matchups, and not to discredit Adamson's medals, but I'm not really too familiar about them standing out. As compared to our medals, we've seen Amy Provido becoming probably one of the three top options. Depends on the game. But
Yep.
we've seen with Nunag, she likes to activate her middles much more. And then si Lilay del Castillo also really developing that confidence and leadership has been alluded to in the pre-game VTR. May pinaplay yung diba, yung One Sports and Signal ng mga VTR, and that was a nice
Mm.
conversation between the two because I watched it entirely. And yun, parang tingin ko this is something that LaSalle holds as an edge because you have two strong middle blockers who are strong not just in the defensive side of things but also attacks. As in, lalo
Yes.
si Provido, grabe yung mga baon ng attacks niya. Means that's why I guess Angel and Shavana get to rest because they don't have to carry much of the offensive burden kasi nandiyan naman si Amy. And
Marami nga
kung
talaga
sili,
kasi kasi as what we've seen on the previous matches, 'di ba? I mean, even Ella de Guzman, Cabradilla, si Shane, who else? Si Mikey Santos, 'di ba? Parang ang daming ang daming pwedeng hugutin to contribute. So that's one good thing really na the hard work of the team during the preseason to get to that skill level entering this season. It's just really fascinating, and sana magtuloy-tuloy, praying for no injuries and any other untoward incident so that we can see this potential ng team natin as the season goes along. Kasi last two matches ng first round, but it's still ang dami pang larong ilalaro, so we can never tell what will happen, especially in the UAAP. Ang scouting, ang coaching level mataas. Coaches can easily adjust on you, so we really cannot sit on our laurels, kumbaga kung ano yung meron tayo ngayon. That's why maganda yung ni Shabana on the press con na that you shared, Bri, sa GC natin, na it just shows maganda yung ginagawa nila every training, but they're not really thinking of themselves na eto na kami, malakas kami. Hindi ganoon yung mindset nila, na they're just happy at where they are at this point of the season, and still looking to ways to improve pa.
yeah, and also just one thing is that at least hindi sila nagtatrade sa Lazon after games. I suspect not.
Oo.
But
Sana.
I guess
Sana nga
but
hindi.
I guess even if they do, maybe they love it more now than they don't. Kasi diba, parang that's an opportunity to learn, and having that mindset that she shared, it's really something that will only help everyone else. Kasi whether you're playing the whole game or you're just called on one set, if you're ready, you'll be given the opportunities. And as some of the players you mentioned, Sina Cabradilla, De Guzman, Santos have shown, they will take the opportunity, and hope we see that from LaSalle. Of course, Adamson, we're not gonna say here that it's gonna be an easy win. I'll be surprised again, actually, if it's gonna be an easy win. I'm not gonna say how many sets na lang I think. But of course, we're a LaSalle podcast, so we believe in our girls, but it will be something that maybe we're not as used to seeing this season. How about you, Vic? What do you think of your of the team's chances on Wednesday?
Same thing. I think it's a ano ba, the winnable match. That's, I mean, with the way, I mean, hindi naman natin lolokohin sarili natin dito based from what we've seen from our team. It's really a ano ba, to winnable match. Even the NU match on Sunday, it's also a winnable match. So it's up to us. It's up to us on the level that we play, yung preparation natin. Yun nga, I think the whole team watched the match yesterday until I think they just left Araneta after watching the Adamson, yung hanggang matapos yung Adamson UST match. So, yun. It's ano siya, winnable match. I don't care how many sets, basta importante sa atin is the win. Similarly with the men's basketball team on our episodes with them, we don't care if it's a tambak or 1 point win, for as long as we get that win na pinagtrabahuan, pinaghirapan ng team, we're all happy about it. But bottom line, yes, yeah, I'm looking for a win on Wednesday. And it just really depends on how hard we play and how mentally tough we are to compete against Adamson, which is also a no pushover team. Lalaban din yan. Hindi naman yan magro-roll over on the floor and just hand over the win to us automatically.
Yeah, that's what makes the competition exciting, diba? Kasi kahit
Mm-hmm.
may team tayong sinusuportahan, actually when you tune in, you never really know who's gonna win it. You might have a hunch who would it be.
Yes,
Pero
pero
at the
hindi
same
mo
time,
alam kung
upsets
anong
are not as
mangyayari.
surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kasi Bri, 'di
definitely.
ba? I think let's just use the NUUP example, 'di ba? Para
Oo.
who would have parang ako honestly NU in 3 sets ang ano ko doon, prediction ko doon, and some Cantada went down third set and everything changed, 'di ba? So hindi mo talaga masasabi. That's why tama ka. You have a hunch who's winning, but you have to play. You have to play to
Exactly.
earn that win, 'di ba?
Yeah, so yung game na yan ng Lasal and Adamson will be the first and third. So first yung men's at 9 a.m. and
Yep.
third yung women's. Sandwiching yung men's ng UST and UP and that will also precede the UST
Yeah,
UP
maganda rin yung
men's. Sa
UST-UP na yan,
MOA Arena
given.
to.
Yep,
MOA Arena to, Vic. So baka lunchtime. Joke
hindi
lang.
pwede. Ang dami gagawin ng Wednesday, sir. Ang dami. Ang dami gagawin ng Wednesday.
Ayan. So that's all our time for today. But before we end, of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors.
Yep,
If Nara watches, visit their social media pages to learn more about their classic, elegant timepieces that you can sport at almost
dame
any
time. It's
function, if
dame
not all
time.
function. Kung pupunta ka sa school, bagay yan. Punta ka sa office, bagay din yan. Punta ka sa kasal, like Gio has been doing the past weeks,
Yeah,
bagay din yan.
Gio's been wedding hopping now these days,
Oo.
wedding hopping.
So kung may wedding kayo, tapos nasa lista kayo, invite niyo si Gio.
Siya ang Quiver
Yan.
official rep, wedding rep.
Oo.
Official wedding rep ng Quiver, si Gio. Yeah.
Alright. And I'll also congratulate my fellow finishers. That's an Animo Marathon organized by the
Yeah.
DSC
Na ginawa
Pampanga
kanina.
chapter.
Yep.
Oh, congrats to all of you guys. Hope you enjoyed. And that's all for us. We'll talk next after the Adamson game and of course looking at the NU game. And if you are watching that NU game, I believe we'll be there. Abangan nyo na lang kung sino exactly, kung sino yung naton. Say hi and hopefully we'll get to
Yes.
in person, guys.
Malay nyo, masama kayo sa Quickie.
Oh,
Malay
why
nyo.
not, diba? Oh, mas okay.
Malay nyo,
Parang
gusto nyo
kami na
magsalita
lang yung
sa
naghahawak
Facebook
ng mic.
Quickie.
Kami na yung
Oo.
naghahawak.
Hahawakan namin yung mic para sa inyo.
Alright, guys. So thank you for watching and subscribing and following us on our social media pages. As we always say, Vic,
Animo, Lasal.